facing head-on the emotions beneath the surface as we bridge from an old world of confusion and lack to a beautiful new world of freedom, abundance, and love with straightforward truth and inspired hope is what you'll find on The Charla Anderson Show. Collector and connector of fascinating people. And everyone is fascinating. Here's your host, Charla Anderson.
Well, good, beautiful day, you beautiful, beautiful souls. This is Charla Anderson, host of the Charla Anderson Show, collector and connector of fascinating people. And everyone is fascinating, especially you. I've got a big excitement announcement today. I'm very excited to share with you. But before we get started, as always, let's just, even if this is all you listen to on any of my shows, let's just find that 22-second mini vacation, that little time to center. So we're going to breathe in calm for 7 seconds. We're going to hold for 4 seconds, breathe out gratitude for 11 seconds. And we're just going to feel so calm and beautiful after that. So here we go. Breathe in your calm for 7 seconds. Here we go. Hold. Release. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The only prayer you ever say is thank you. It is enough. Thank you for joining me today. This is my solo day, so I've chosen to season 2 to have once a month, the 4th Wednesday of every month, just Charla's chat, just me solo talking about things that I love, things that are on my heart, things that I've observed, things that I hope will give you hope, and just who knows, all these things. So my announcement, I'm very excited that the cover of the forthcoming book, the series, the Change book series, I want the cover with Les Brown. I got the cover yesterday, the mock-up, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, prototype, and ready to just get that chapter out, get that book out with 19 other authors. And it's the Jim Lutz and Jim Britt, I believe, created the compilation book concept a lot of years ago. And here I've been invited to be included in book number 21. And I cannot tell you how honored I am. My goodness, that's Les Brown on the cover. Do you see that? Whoops, that side. Anyway, thank you for indulging me in this announcement. So we'll be, I don't know, I'm sure sometime in the summer, we'll have the actual physical book. So looking so forward to, just sharing a piece of my life in a chapter in the book. And fun cover. I mean, the change, it's really about self-empowerment. The book, the authors will be sharing about that. Anyway, so we got that. This title of my show today, I kind of just said, hey, let's just have 2 rules. Be kind and do no harm. If everybody did that, what would happen? If everybody was kind to everyone and had the mindset to do no harm, what do you think might happen to our world? Wouldn't it just be a blessing that we began to step out of this sense of entitlement, or this sense of everybody is out to get me, everyone is against me, everyone is gonna, we assume the worst instead of assume the best. My lifestyle, I always assume the best. Do I ever get taken advantage of? Absolutely. And guess what? It's on them, not on me. So I'm not, but it doesn't happen often. I'll just say it that way. It doesn't happen often because I don't attract those kind of people. I surround myself, I walk in this peace and joy and love and light that attracts the same. So as we all know, you get what you think about, but do you pay attention to that in a big way? I think a lot of us don't. I think that when we're so flippant with our words and with our reactions and responses, instead of listening and feeling into what might serve us better, which then would serve the world better. So that selfishness that has got to be offended about everything, that silliness, it's just the absurdity of that has gotten so out of hand, and nobody seems to be happier because of it, do they? I'm right, you're wrong mentality. One of the chapters in my Split Second Transformation book, that one. It doesn't take much to make a difference. And that's Candy Warhug's book. All of my little books kind of run in the same vein of positivity and optimism and service to others, and doing the right thing because it's the right thing, no matter what, wherever you are. That's called integrity, honoring your word, doing those things that honor each other. We're all human beings trying to get through this life the best we know how. And some of us have kind of forgotten the core values that I know I was raised with. You treat each other the golden rule. You treat others the way you would like to be treated. And when you do that, their receiving of it is on them, not on you, right? So you get to choose how you receive. You get to choose how you speak. You get to choose respect for others. And I have some favorite sayings, and you've heard them all probably if you listen to me at all, because unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, not unconditional boundaries. So when you have those values, you don't have to receive the negativity. You can let it bounce off. It reflects back to them. You don't have to receive it. I told my grandkids, put an eggshell around you, put yourself in a Ziploc bag that nothing can harm you. Nobody can hurt your feelings or make you angry without your permission. Why do you want to give people permission to do that? Take it all personally. Stop it. The 4 Agreements, the book I recommend the most and have over the years, is just don't take things personally. Don't make assumptions. And of course, be impeccable with your word and always do your best. Could we have a better world if each of us did that and assumed the best, assumed always with gratitude, just assuming that all we have, where we are is all we have. That's it. We don't have anywhere else to be except where we are right now. And if you do not like where you are, you can't change it going backwards. You can only change it going forwards, the next step. And so when you are in a circumstance or a situation that you do not like and you are not happy in, if you can begin to consider, it's not the best place. I'm in the gutter right now, or I'm cleaning toilets right now. I don't love this, but what if you did? What if you changed to go, where I am is all I have. I might as well love it. I think that was the theme of my show a month ago, right? That's, you love where you are because it's all you got. And when you can do that, and I know people, I can help you through that sometimes, if you need help trying to figure out how to change your mindset, that's what I do. I'm really good at it, helping you with your words and your mindset to begin living without all the angst. I think, I do believe that the big black box on the wall that is called programming for a reason. They want us to be divided and angry and mad and unsatisfied, dissatisfied with where we are. We need to wear this deodorant or that, shirt or whatever it is. Why? Why do we have to get programmed? Marketing is massive, and they're very good at it, and I don't know. I get off on tangents, but years ago, I was a Mary Kay consultant, and I was taught that if somebody compliments you on your eye makeup, then you might want to tone it down because you want people to see you and not your makeup. And one of my Carlene, this friend of mine, this morning posted, these they've taught us that it's better to look like something else, like a caricature is what it kind of looks like, when you have every 10 pounds of eyelashes and, your lips out to here. And I'm sorry, it's not authentic. It's not, I don't have there's nothing wrong. I mean, I'm not judging, it's not judgment, but it's just not authentic when when we've been marketed that those things are more important than who we really are. So just consider that being real, being authentic is the new sexy. I say that all the time. I love it, and I'm, being quirky is the new sexy. We don't have following these trends. They come from marketing companies. I'm telling you, it's the truth. And you think it's the real thing, but why? Can you ever question it? Think about it. So 2 rules. Be kind and do no harm. And my mama said, take the high road. And I added, and when it's hard, take the high road. Do the right thing. Quit taking things personally. The 4 agreements. I wish I had my copy of my book because I've recommended it so many times, and it's just so simple, little book that will help us all begin to realize that what other people do and say has so little to do with us. So little to do with us. It's a reflection of themselves, their own lives, right? So think about that when you assume somebody is cutting you off in traffic, you assume that somebody is saying things ugly about you. What if you let it roll off your shoulder? There's another author that by the way, the 4 Agreements is by Don Miguel Ruiz, and it's an amazing small book. It's been out for many, many years, so you take a look at it. Another author that I just fell in love with, I think it's only in the last couple of years that I ran across, Michael Singer, and I have 3 of his books, but here's 2 of them. Living Untethered is like his autobiography, and The Untethered Soul. Oh my goodness. His point is crazy. Like, you consider we're here for the split second of time in reality. We really have a very tiny 80. I feel like I'm going to be here at least 120 years, but that in the broad scheme of let there be light to infinity, as people, billions and billions and billions and billions of people have come and gone and had this one little split second in time that they stayed. And then we're not only that, just we're in this universe, massive amounts of universes, and we're this little tiny speck in the ocean. We're one drop in oceans and oceans and oceans of people that have come and gone. And we think we're all that. Really? We got to just, when something isn't going our way, it's just laugh. Learn to laugh and laugh at yourself. It's true. It helps. The best medicine, right? So if you can honor yourself by giving up being right, giving up some of the influences that we are so involved with right now. I would love to, and do no harm. So I don't know where those 2 rules I run across a long time ago. I don't really know where, but if that's what we did, do no harm. Do no harm. I mean, do no harm. if every piece of your spirit was, how can I make a difference? How can I be of service to others? How can I leave the world a better place? How can I, make a difference in for the next person that comes behind that has to clean up my mess? I'll say it a lot. If you're leaving a mess for someone else to clean up, shame on you. No one else, no other human being should have to clean up your mess. Yeah, there's some people that have the jobs of cleaning up and wiping up and all that kind of stuff, but you don't have to leave a mess for someone else to clean up in your own home, in your car, in your daily lives, at the restaurant, on airplanes. I was a flight attendant 34 years. People leave messes when the flight attendants literally walk down the aisle with trash bags or carts multiple times. Why don't you just pick up after yourself, wipe up after yourself? This is not, I know I often probably come across like, school marm or something, and I'm certainly dressed like school marm today. I'm like this little yellow shirt with this little brooch on my pansy pin. I know I don't ever wear yellow, but I do today. So, but I want you to hear that your peace is more important, and your self-respect, your self-confidence, your self-empowerment. When you start walking in, how can I make a difference, instead of how can I get something for free, or how can I get something for nothing? Who can I take advantage of? If your main drive is money, then perhaps you might want to look at that. If your main driver is money, making more money, we all need it. But if that's your goal rather than serving, how you sell is problem solving, right? So if you can sell a solution to a problem and not create more. I've had a few salesmen in my, like I said in the beginning, I get taken advantage of occasionally, and I fall in love with these people just because they're good and have good personalities. They're good salesmen. And then find out later that no, I didn't need an exclusion in my home. I didn't have rat trails up in the attic at all, but I was sold it. And it, kind of breaks my heart for that person, because he gets a paycheck, and it took me 3.5 years of struggle to pay for that. That's just an example. I just got an HVAC system, and perhaps I got taken advantage of. I don't know. I know that it's a good system, so I'm pleased with that. But I love the people. They come in, they're amazing human beings that I have let into my life. And then just, it's on them if they've taken advantage. I might have to pay for it. Oh well. I'm not going to, and I'm not talking about don't get taken advantage of, not unconditional boundaries, right? You be smart, be discerning. Please be discerning. That's a core value. So we were talking about core values here a little bit on, is what I'm really getting to, do no harm, be kind, do no harm, and your core values of be doing the right thing and integrity. And when you start to wonder, if you would take a few moments and look at your core values, do you know what they are? One, one way to know that is to I used to call, look at your calendar and your checkbook. People don't have checkbooks anymore, but how you spend your time and how you spend your money. I believe there's a generation whose highest value is not doing the best. How can I make a difference in the world? It's how can I be entertained? I've noticed it. I witness it a lot. I do it occasionally. I mean, you click on something, and all of a sudden, an hour later, you're on these threads of videos that, so how much time are we not giving to our partners? How much time are we not giving to making the world a better place? How much time are we not learning? I am such a information junkie. I'm a personal development junkie. I absorb so much of the positive, the good books, the things to read. Did you touch a book lately? There's more books being written right now than ever before. And people are buying books. We thought internet was going to squelch that, but I don't like to read a lot of on the scrolling pages. I really, really, really love turning the pages. So the core values is what perhaps we want to change or share in this with those around us. Just, rise above it, rise above, take the high road. Don't escalate your situations, perhaps, by just, somebody, it's okay to have a disagreement. It's okay to agree to disagree. We don't have to change anybody's mind, and you will never change someone's mind by force. I guarantee you, they might say they changed, but if you forced it, their core belief hasn't changed. So, that goes back to in my thought about religion. You're going out and forcing people to change their beliefs with wars or whatever it is. Nobody's going to change their core belief. Nope, nope, nope. Not with force. And so, but they will with love. I want what they have. I want to have that peace that passes understanding that they seem to be walking with. How can we do that? And that is just by calming down. We don't have to get upset draws upset. I tell you, when you get upset, you've noticed you're running late, you're upset, you can hit the curb, your car don't start, it upset draws upset. So love draws love. Hate draws more things to hate. So when you use your mindset, you have an opportunity to truly change your mind. And you can stop in any given moment in a tirade or, and just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. May you be blessed. May you be blessed. May you be blessed. Because your upset isn't really making a difference in their world. It's making a difference in your world, right? In here. Yeah, that's the truth. So I would love, so when you have the time to be quiet and be still and know, do you do that? Do you turn off the noise for a few minutes a day and just be still and know? Get that morning before you turn on your devices, that you get grounded, get centered, take a deep breath, touch the trees or the concrete, something that is natural, so that you can start removing some of the electronic energy that's always attacking us. Basically, it's surrounding us. So I have some tips and techniques. I have some things that I can, walk you through to consider, that you don't have to be unhappy. Wouldn't that be fun? You don't have to be unhappy. You can be full of joy in the worst of circumstances. There's tons of examples of that, the books of incredible people that had horrible circumstances, but they didn't live in it in their mind. They lived elsewhere. Oh, it just came to mind. You probably heard this story about there's two bricklayers and they're building. Working, and one of them is just griping, complaining, hard work, can't wait to get off. And his mindset is hard work. I'm doing hard work. The other gentleman is whistling and just he's just doing as much work. But in his mind, he's building a home, he's building a castle, he's building something grand for the world to see. He's a craftsman, right? So what if we took our job? We're a cook, we're a chef, we're a bathroom cleaner in a bar. I mean, that's kind of gross, right? So, but if you took it as blessing the next person that's going to use it, or the person that's going to eat it, and you take it and your whole attitude is about how can I bless? You start shifting and you start feeling more happiness and you feel more joy. Wouldn't it be a wonderful world to live in if we did no harm? If we were just kind, if we were kind, and I say this a lot of people don't do that because they don't love themselves enough to love others. So learning how to forgive ourselves, learning how to love ourselves, learning how to be kind and self-caring to ourselves so that we have capacity to love someone else. That's the deal. That's the deal. And I'm going to keep my weekly solo shows a little bit shorter than probably the ones with my guests because I just love my guests. And I forgot to tell you, I got my, I want sponsors. This is something that I haven't been talking about much, but I do want sponsors. I would never have a sponsor with somebody or something that I don't love, use, and what I would call a raving fan of. No, thank you. But I will, I would love to talk to someone who'd like to sponsor my show as it's kind of evolving and actually getting a little bit more interest out there. So who wants to be a sponsor? Who do you know that would be a good fit for my show that I can just say, hey, look at this. And there's Zervita back here, Zurge and Zundora. And here is my Zeal shake, my original 2011 shaker container for Zeal for life. It's just superfoods. It's Zervita, the Risen Life. I've been with them since the beginning of 08. 08 was when they officially launched. And I love it, 16 years later, it's still my company. It's still my stuff. I love it. So this is my network marketing company. It's one of them, and affiliate marketing. I don't push it very often, but if you can drink some nutrition and have some energy and then the memory boosting coffee, oh my gosh. And then the collagen is so good. So those, just things that I love. These are a few of my favorite things that I love. You want to be a host on Win Win Women? Chat with me, or you want to have your own TV show? You want to have your own podcast with Podetize? Do you want to have your own website with a do it with you or do it for you master, amazing person that is the best tech person and I consider a friend, Course Platform Academy. Why do you want to, what are all the things I love? So many things. Oh, come up with some more. But here we are. I mean, the Change book series. Don't you want to be on the cover with Les Brown? Why not? Let's write a chapter and get you in that. So this is my show, Charla Anderson Show, Collector and Connector of Fascinating People, and everyone is fascinating, especially you. So let's connect. Let's have fun. Let's find some win-win-win. How can we make a difference in the world? How can we walk in the unconditional love and unconditional forgiveness and complete peace? How can we do that? I can tell you, I can help you. You can find a 30-minute conversation count link on my website. And as we speak, Course Platform Academy and George and his team, Kim, we're really ramping up my website and a few other things. And I'm going to be boundaries. I'm going to be hosting a workshop about boundaries. There's so many things that are going on. When you're 70 years old and you're going to live at least 120 and you ain't stopping, just learn to love yourself enough to slow down, get out of the rat race, turn off the programming machine for a little while. Be still, listen to the birds, listen to the nature, listen to whatever. It's beautiful out here. It's a beautiful world. I'm outrageously optimistic, outrageously positive that our world is literally getting better, happier, and healthier in spite of this last-ditch effort by some dark entities, I don't know, that seem to want to keep us in chaos and divided and upset. I just say no. I see the good. I see the good in people. I see the good in things. And that's I get a lot more of that. It's kind of cool. Anyway, the Charla Anderson Show is wrapping up for today. Be kind, do no harm, be at peace, be happy. It has nothing to do with your circumstances. I don't think I mentioned that today, but being happiness and joy is nothing to do with your circumstances. Consider that. It's a big deal. Well, I'm signing off, and as I always do, every show, I just like, hey, I just want you to always, always, always choose joy, because joy is a choice. Blessings.
Parting is such sweet sorrow. The Charla Anderson Show, encouraging you to stand strong and courageous with bold faith, no fear, immense hope, kindness, and love, especially towards yourself. Visit charlaanderson.com for replays, blogs, and more on her ever-expanding website, as well as watch her live TV show on winwinwomen.tv, Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And so that we can continue learning together and growing this community of beautiful souls, we invite you to share the Charla Anderson Show with your circle of friends. Until we meet again next week, remember always, choose joy.